Good morning, this is the Resurrected Hobbyist. I'm going to be doing a demonstration of the Exosquad board game. The board game was originally released in 1994 to coincide with the release of the TV show. And as far as I can tell, it has not been reprinted since 1995. So what I have done is I have recreated all of the assets for the game and built a module in Tabletop Simulator on Steam. So you see I got the cards, the dice, the board, the rules, the battle tokens, and the player pieces. So this is a very simple game. I'm going to do a demonstration of landing on each of them. Then I'm going to go through a game and defeat Phaeton. So, purple player. Okay, so each player starts on a space station, and then they roll one of the mover die, the six-sided dice that you see. Okay, and you move that number of spaces clockwise and land on a space. Okay, so you start the game with no cards, you roll, and then move, and basically do what the space tells you to do. So recruit, we'll say that purple moved 2 spaces. Recruit, so I draw 1 card from the pile. Why'd you go to player 2? You're not supposed to go to player 2, you're supposed to go to player 1, because I'm the one playing right now. And I get JT Marsh. Okay. And end turn. Okay. Orange player. We will say they rolled 1. So 1 space moves to take fighter. Okay. At this point, I could look at the other player's hands and say, I'm taking this card. Now, since only 1 player has 1 card, that makes it a little simple. So, end of turn. Okay. Green, we'll say we land on Battle on Venus. Okay. So what we do now, we look on Venus, we don't have any battle chips on there. Chips are these. The colored tokens. Okay. So what we do is we take the battle dice, roll them, and if they do not match, you don't do anything. But if they do match, you put a chip on the planet indicated, Venus, and end turn. Okay, player blue, we'll say they landed on move to any space. Okay, now notice it says any space in this quadrant. So the quadrants are quarters of the board. So you've got this quadrant, the green quadrant, this quadrant, which is orange, this quadrant, which is purple, and this quadrant, which is blue. So I can move to any space in this quadrant I want. Okay. I don't have any cards, so it's not going to make any difference to land on exchange fighter or take fighter. So I'm going to land on recruit. And draw a card. And I get Alec. Okay, and that's the end of the turn. Okay. We'll say purple. Where's purple? Rolls a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll say we rolled a 2 and land on exchange fighter. Oh, I don't have any cards, so I can't exchange a fighter. End turn. Okay, now we're on to orange again. Here's orange. And we will say I need to edit this out, aren't I? Okay, so now we're on to the orange player's turn. And we're going to say that they landed on a space station. So I get to roll again. And they move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exchange fighters. Okay. I'm going to give player 4 my Marsh and take their Alec. Okay. And end turn. Green. And that's pretty much the foundation of the game. Take a fighter, I take a card from another player. Recruit, I get to draw a card from the recruitment deck. Battle on Venus, I have a chance to put a token on Venus. Exchange fighter, I give you one of my cards, you give me one of yours. Battle on Earth, chance to place a token on Earth. Battle on Venus, chance to put one on Venus. Move to any space in the quadrant. Move to any space on that side of the board. Space station, you roll again. The intention, or the objective, is to get one each of the character cards. Okay. And get tokens on each of the planets. You can have more than one token on a planet. It doesn't make any difference. So, but once you have 4 character cards and 3 token on Mars, Earth, and Venus, you can then go to fight Phaeton. So move your token here onto Phaeton. Okay. Now this is where the Tabletop Simulator doesn't exactly let you recreate the board game. Because what the board game told you to do was put up shields. You had these large cards that you would put in front of your dice. 2 players would take 1 mover die, 1d6, and they would put a curtain, a cardboard shield in front of it so that the other player couldn't see the dice. And they would select a number. Each of them would select a number, and then they would pull away the shield. If they matched, you beat Phaeton. The way I feel it should be done in this game, in the module anyway, take both dice, roll them, and if they match, you beat Phaeton. If they do not match, you do not win. You do not beat Phaeton. Okay? And that's pretty much a brief overview of the game. The rules are included in the module, so you can read through them and give it a shot yourself. I am also going to say I am working on an expanded module for it as well, so stay tuned for that.